gentlemen, here is with the light introduction of myself. My name is Anton Spodzolos, and I am a citizen of Republic of Latvia. This introduction would like to make for European courts in specific General Court of the European Union and Court of Justice of European Union as a potential petitioner in existing European Union court case with strictly official aims in Republic of Latvia. I'm an owner of a commercial organization, Individual Merchant Baltic Power, which was established by me on the 19th of April 2018 for the purposes and aims of maritime transport and energy management sectors, human resource management, with specific reasons in order of protection from appointed issues and crimes for strictly legal solution and obligative consequences for performed distractions by the criminal females, electronic management players and involved systematic criminals. This court case is having strictly legal aims and requests to the courts to appoint underage sons custody from criminal colonization of Riga city, who is isolated from me during the period of tomorrow will be 57 months since the appointed issues began with existing civil court judgment, since criminal representatives and authoritatively criminal females in the court systems are competing with anyone or anything, especially in relation to fathers or the men's part of population. In their perceptions, all men are actual dogs. If they do not accept the existing national order or own functionalities for obligative solutions, or are trying to compete with others by the extreme distractions, inevitability of legal consequences in present European Union court case are having 100% without any time frames. Since this project is aimed for the strictness of official effectiveness in order to clean up the globe from actual criminal bodies, whatever their statuses, names, nationalities, capabilities, males, religions, or financial states are. There are no possibilities to influence criminal mentalities to strictness of functional performances if thus are neglecting power of national law and obligative solution. Just before the video making, I came to this amazing modern building in my Ventspils town, and someone made a fire in the toilet, in the paper fire to make smoke. The problem with the criminal camera societies that they aren't capable to take the objective world for legal reactions. They are trying to overcome personal functionalities by the tries of discriminations of others by the video cameras. Animals' perceptions are destroying actual scopes of any organizations, not talking about separate functions, which in police, in the courts, in the ministerial level, in prosecution level, simply is absence, due to the reason that they aren't willing to function for their own country, citizens, or to fulfill actual functionalities for legal effectiveness. I call them all refugees. Most of them are criminals. And if not to apply strictly legal consequences on the precise way in present European Union court case by real freedom takings in jails for achieving of legal solution for underage sons custody from criminal colonization, as well as cancellation of all the systematic crimes in the police, in the court systems, as well as issuing a strictly official court judgment which could be valid in the global scales, and setting the legal payments to involved systems, criminal permissiveness will not be anyhow controlled, will not be anyhow framed, or there will be no protection from criminal activities and deliberate violences of actual criminal bodies. That relates to most of the females in European Union territories, since thus are leaded in the electronic systems. Some are with the private nets and capabilities in systematic performances with anonymous accesses. They are all electronically hooked. However, black perceptions of Nazistic representatives and absence of understandings of personal responsibilities allows criminal bodies to destroy, to interrupt, to interfere with the legal managements, citizens' freedoms, whatever nationalities are. I personally ready to kill on the global public criminal bodies with any statuses in order to set the freedoms and protect the objective world, as well as legal interests or the human lives from their permissive crimes, if I have real facts of the deep investigation as per existing national legislation of their crimes, which are moderate and above level. Because in fact those who must solve issues or justice crimes are performing such on behalf of any types of sicknesses like feministic, Nazistic, or authoritative. Distractions of internal performances are inevitable. Moreover, degradation which took place after the appointed crimes from Riga Pardaugava court all over the global scale, and from the Dutch criminal managements with systematic capabilities of managing of electronically leaded dogs at the ministerial level, stopped the developments. Developments are starting from the school ages of the underage kids. But the problem is that people with extreme capabilities aren't realizing destructive consequences and do not care of anything except their own interests, until they are taken for strictly legal justice with no abilities for protection as per facts. Relating to legal invoices and obligations to pay such until 1st of June 2022. On the 11th of May, the day after tomorrow, I have a visit to the bank which actually blocked my company account just before the invoices were sent to official addresses. That question will be discussed during the visit since legal application was applied on the 2nd of May with giving the term of maximum 10 working days for renewal of present bank account for my company. But in case they will ignore this request, reasonable request based on the legal agreement with the bank institution, that IS Citadel Bank can be also claimed for the whole amount of the European Union court case sum. This is all going in the automatic way, and having strictly legal effectiveness. However, a realization of such is actually must be by the courts. Therefore, legal petition to European courts with reasonable requests to solve that difficult situation in order of common securities and establishing of legal performances with understandings of responsibilities, especially to criminal females who aren't willing to even understand personal responsibilities, mistakenly thinking that their systems might protect their criminal bodies from official consequences at the global scales. I would like also to inform the courts that the globe is round. It's a round shape with various countries. Each country having own jurisdiction. However, electronic management systems from abroad are trying to overcome objective national legality effectiveness of such by the forced systematic or electronic management via leaded so-called bacteria. We call them criminal bacteria, especially those who are obeyed to systematic crime in massive scales by the virus and COVID-19 electronic managements, instead to justice the guilty community for extreme destructions at the global scale. That situation showed that electronically leaded bacteria, which are being fed by the actual criminals, are having no capabilities to resist any viruses or any criminal performances, managements, since they are scared of the leveled performances, and they are scared to lose the so-called financial feedback from their leveled criminal managements. To protect the countries with the populations from outer dangers and risks is only possible by setting the legal responsibilities to anyone who are trying to destroy or to forcefully obey for own criminal aims any types of internal government structures. Worst is that legal justice, which should be an obligation of appropriate courts, is not working if they are having competitive perceptions. Responsibility is when there is existence of procedures which are having legal effectiveness in order to avoid any types of permissive or destructive crimes. These procedures in my country aren't working, same as effectiveness is totally missing due to the reason that in leveled managements understandings of own or not own are taken above actual legal effectiveness. At the international managements and cooperative performances, such understanding is missing, except personal relational values or friendly attitudes in this sector. But what is actually happening, that criminal mentalities are trying to override legal performances, citizens' life by the extremely destructive performances or appointed systematic crimes without any personal responsibilities. The French electronic nets in the court level are having quite high effectiveness due to lined criminal females are totally under their influences. Power of law will not be working if not to take their bodies and to place to jails to stated by laws period as per facts. Relating to obligations to justice actual crimes and to solve strictly legal issues, all of the formalities and actual performances are based by the official documents. Official documents in objective national legality are having more power, which are based by the jurisdiction in official issues with obligative solutions, than electronic or systematic managements, because any systems might be used as a weapon by any types of competitive forces or employees which are trying to override their actual functionalities for various types of appointed crimes. Thank you for attention.